much for coming out today, especially to those police officers who are here on their day off at the sheriff's office. I really appreciate it. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit today about what I do, what's criminal psychology, how you can actually get into criminal psychology, and how we help each other. So a little about me. I graduated with a doctorate degree in criminal psychology from the John Jay College of Justice. I also interned with the Behavioral Analysis Unit at the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I am a licensed psychologist in the state of Florida and with the American Board of Psychology. I started off my career by consulting for the Orange County Sheriff's Office. From there, I have moved to have my own practice, and I now work with law enforcement on a local and state level. So what I do, a typical day in my life consists of going over, I research any cases that are currently on my docket, some that I'm consulting on. Some days I may work with law enforcement directly and follow them to the crime scene, while others I work at my office to research the background and details on a case and a specific suspect. My goal is to use psychology to help figure out what kind of person committed a crime, why they did it, and if they might commit another crime in the future. I also might use my knowledge to testify in court cases. So some steps to get to this career. I did notice that a few of you have come up and asked me how you can use this career, and if you want to pursue it, how you go about doing that. So this job goes hand in hand with law enforcement, which is really good since all of you have that experience already. I actually started off by receiving my associate's degree in general studies from Valencia College. This was cheaper than starting off at a four-year university. From there, I double majored in criminology and psychology at the University of Central Florida for my bachelor's degree. After that, I did move on to Tiffin University and graduated with my master's degree in criminal psychology. From there, I did get a doctorate degree from the John Jay College of Criminal Justice while I was interning with the FBI. All of this schooling did actually cost a little over $100,000, which is a lot. I was able actually to apply for specialized grants and scholarships, which really helped me with tuition costs. This is a great career for anyone who wants to study psychology and advance in the law enforcement sector. So in order to do this job, you not only need the education, you need some skills and some personality traits that do go hand in hand with this job. So one must have a strong work ethic and be very patient, as cases require a lot of meticulous work and time. Sometimes you'll be working on a case for months, sometimes you could be working on a case even for years. So it does require a lot of discipline in that area. You must also be very analytical, observational, and have a strong intuition. This does sometimes make you follow your gut in certain cases. Be able to empathize with those who have been affected by a particular crime, and so you can clearly see both the victim and the perpetrator's point of view. You do deal with some very difficult subject matter, that which I know you all are already familiar with. So it does take someone being able to see things from both points of view to really get a handle on the case. Most importantly, you must be highly skilled with information in both law enforcement and psychology. So how we help each other. When a case is particularly challenging or difficult for law enforcement, they bring me in to consult. From there, we work together to analyze every detail: the victim's state of mind when the crime occurred, the behavior of the perpetrator to help limit the suspect list, the psychology behind the crime scene, amongst other things. Law enforcement uses the information I give in my analysis to investigate the crime further and hopefully solve the case and close it. So we can't have one without the other. I need you, you need me. That's why it's really important that we work together. So my future goals and steps. As we work together in the future, my goal is to build relationships within this department and many others so that we can work together to efficiently solve crimes. I will be sharing with you all various statistics and data I compile on certain cases and crimes. This information will help show why the crimes may occur so that we may help to prevent similar crimes in the future. My ultimate goal and why I'm doing this career in the first place is to study the link between mental health and criminal activity. From there, I want to work with law enforcement and even within our government officials to implement steps so that we can tackle our mental health and therefore lower the crime rate. Thank you everyone so much for taking out the time to listen to my presentation. I hope in the future that you all will feel comfortable enough to call on me if you are ever having issues with a suspect or a suspicious case. Us helping each other can really help to make the world a better place. Thank you so much.